A train rider came up earlier. Cool motherfucker, man. Cool dude. I had a great conversation. But I'm like, damn, I've been social for 2 days now. I just want to not talk to anybody. That's one thing I miss about, like, not being anywhere, man, when I first started traveling. Like, I was like a ghost in most places, you know. But, I don't know. I'm a social butterfly for a living. Feel bad for me in the chat. Feel bad for me in the chat, you know. I'm a likable guy. I'm a well sought after dinner guest. All the sympathy in the chat. 15th, 16th. What's the 15th? Oh, hi, Ben. The hell's the 15th, Ben? What's the date today? Is that the 15th? Is it? Can't be. You fucked me all up with that comment, dude. I need, for your penance, your punishment, I need 3 Hail Marys and 15 taps. I was the 15th person in here, not the first. You're the first person to comment, though. You know what I mean? Hey, you know, fucking dream big. You've made it, brother. Officially made it. I slept dangerously close to some deer poop. It was like right up next to my face when I woke up. Damn. So you have to go to bed at 2 in the morning. I was out by 2, but I rolled out camp just before that. And I usually take my headlamp and flash it on the ground first, especially like train yard areas, because there's usually human poop and dog poop everywhere. But I didn't last night. What I'm doing today, I figured I'd go online here and bother you poor people. Then I'm gonna go check out, I don't know, it's just a bunch of fucking vendors and food trucks, but there's a Huckleberry Fest in town. Not nearly as cool as the Dairy Fest we went to last year, by the way, in New York. But yeah, I'm gonna check out some more town and then dip out from here. Trying to go east, probably today or tomorrow. I think I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow makes more sense. That way I can just fucking. That way I can. I get paid from TikTok tomorrow, so I can grab a bunch of supplies. You know, tobacco, food, water, and just fucking sit on that train until it takes me right to the edge of North Dakota. I'm trying to roll through. Dude, if I do it smart, I can be in Chicago in a week, and then after that, I'm probably 4 or 5 days from being back in Boston. If I get lucky and I do it smart. Now, I'm not a lucky person, and I'm not a smart person. Well, that's not how it works out. Catch me back in Boston around 2030 at this rate. Gotta re-roll this up. This is sad looking. I've never had a Huckleberry before, to be honest. I don't even know what it is. What the fuck am I doing with my life, guys? Rolled this all up and realized my lighter was probably inside the pocket. Nope, it's not. Alright, who stole my lighter? Which one of you did it? I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Oh, there it is. Alright, thanks for returning it, guys. Was it you, Dizzy? You? You did it, Dizzy? Didn't see that one coming. You all stole my lighter? This is a conspiracy now. You guys are all complicit. I had blackberries in Washington. You know about Keyblade? Oh, hey, man. Yeah, I had all you can eat blackberries up in Oregon and Washington. Man. It's fucking cool as shit. You go fucking nuts up there. Community just teared up. Hell yeah. I don't know what that means, but fuck yeah, we did it. Yeah. What up, Caribou? Thank you for the heart me. Sherry with the heart me. Thank you, guys. Extra some green flowers for me. Go on. Stole my sock. careful, you might get pregnant. You know what I mean? Stay busting loads in that thing. I go too far with that one. I feel like I went a little too far with that one. A little carried away there. Sorry. We all do it. Scruffy with the Buckley's Bear Fun. What's up, Janet? Good morning, good morning. I went live earlier for coffee at camp like usual. And when I woke up, as soon as I woke up, I sat up. And then 30 feet away, another train rider pops up. You know, I wave, he waves back. Hey. And he walks off. And I was like, oh, he's fucking out here, gearless and fearless, dude. He left all his shit here. You know, I didn't realize. But I was like, oh, I'll go live. He's gone. I'll go live, you know. And I don't want to record train riders, you know, or house people, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't put that on the internet. I signed off on doing this. No one else did, you know. But he came back and he was like, yo, bro. I was like, oh, sorry, am I interrupting? I'm like, no. Hold, give me a second. Shut the live down. Chatted with him for a bit. We actually met before. And I was like, dude, like, we've talked before. He goes, you're Anywhere Man, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I met you in NOLA. Like, I was like, oh, that's Anywhere Man. I was like, He's like, yeah, we hung out. Like, I was like, yeah, probably in Decatur. He's like, yeah, was I drunk? He's like, oh, yeah. Was it past 11 o'clock at night? He's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Troy in New Orleans will have no memory from about 10 p.m. on. Because I go to New Orleans to get shit-faced. You know? The first thing I do is I go and get the largest, most overpriced slushy drink I can fucking get. That's how I start my day off, about 3 in the afternoon. What up, Gummo? Paula with the Harmony. I just found a squirrel. Facts. I don't know what that means. Oh, huckleberries. Oh, okay. They're expensive. For gallons, $75. Damn. So they were having triplets. Oh, little Queen Diva, little Troy babies. Oh, I hope they're human. Little triplets. Oh. We're trying to raise as much money as humanly possible. Queen Diva stole my sock, which, you know, for some strange reason, she got pregnant from the sock, just by touching it through osmosis. But now I gotta pay child support for 3 little fuckers, 3 little bastards out in the South. So, like, that's gonna be pricey. That's where you guys come in. You guys need to pay my Queen Diva child support for me. You know, I'll come on here bitching every day about how, like, it's unfair and I can't afford it, and then you guys pay it for me. You know? Talented, I tell you. Oh, man, my swimmers be swimming. They be running. You know? I'm sure Dingus Cat, good to see you, homie. I constantly think of that Schrodinger's cat thing, you know, because I'll see something and my brain's like yesterday I was on live and I found a tarp with a bike under it, right? So the story isn't a big nothing burger. I found a tarp with a bike on it, underneath it. But I know there's a bike underneath it. I just see a tarp in the woods and I'm like, yo, this could be anything under here. You know what I mean? Could be something fucked up. Could be a fucking body. You know what I mean? My mind's playing through that. I'm like, it's anything, everything, and nothing all at once. You know, just don't worry about what it is until you pull the tarp up. Pulled it up as a bike. It's actually the homie, the train rider here. It's his bike. He does BMX. He's trying to get to Kalispell, about 10 miles away. And he's going to grab a bus tomorrow there. I'm thinking about trying to offer him an Uber. You know, hey, maybe we'll fucking want. I'll just send you. He needs to get new tubes for his tires. And they don't have a Walmart here in Whitefish. They got one in Kalispell, 10, 15 miles south of here where I came from. So if I meet up with him again, we're both camping in the same area, so we'll bump into each other again, I'm sure. And they'll be like, yo, dude, you want? That's fucking. I can send you Uber there real fucking quick. It's only like fucking probably $30. You know what I mean? Here you go, kid. You know. And at least I'll show up with some beer later and leave it at his camp. Buy his bike for him. And keep up train rider relations, man. The train riders that have met me, I've never had a train rider that I've met with personally fucking hate me after. You know what I mean? I keep my nose clean. I mind my business. I don't fucking bother anybody with my shit and the recording and all that and the videos. Just do my own thing. But there's a bunch of people that don't know me. There's you know, a noticeable amount of people that don't know me that just see my videos and they're like, I hate him. He's making it worse for everybody. All this shit. Not too much anymore when I first started. Oh my god, man, Train Riders fucking despise me. Fucking. Yo, is that Patrick? What's up, homie? Welcome back. Look at you somewhere beautiful, right? Yeah, Montana's fucking breathtaking. You wouldn't catch me out here in the winter. I'll tell you what now, but. Oh, for those keeping track at home, my shirt is still inside out. In case anyone was wondering. TD, I don't know if you're back in here. The shirt is still inside out. That's stupid. That's whatever, you know what I mean? Like when I first started, no one knew who I was, and I'm out here making train videos, and they're like, yo, who the fuck, yo, and no matter if people are gonna love you, hate you, no matter what you fucking do. It's a fashion statement at this point, facts. What's been new since? Not much, man, not much. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. I'm glad you're doing well as well. Yeah, I got that ticket. They turned into a warning. I hitchhiked I walked around Libby for a while, just getting photos and videos. Fucking beautiful up there. Especially like with the wildfire smoke was so thick up there. It was beautiful and macabre at the same time. You know, I fucking love the way those videos came out. And photos. It's only like 4 or 5 of them. I uploaded some photos to my Patreon, free. You know, it's all free. This is where I archive my photos. If you want to check them out at your leisure, feel free. The link's in the bio. But I hitchhiked from Libby into Kalispell. I was on the road for like 10 days straight, I think. It was either 10 or 11, let's just say 10. I was on the road for 10 days straight and didn't really take a break at all. So I was feeling it, getting tired. So I took 2 days. 2 days in Kalispell, the campground, you know, cleaned up, did laundry, rested up, did some editing, and then came back out, hitchhiked from there to here. We grabbed my train going east. What's the temperature there? I'm not sure, Ronnie Jean. You can look it up. It's not quite sweater weather, and it's not quite sweating weather. You know, thanks for joining my weather forecast. If you want to look it up and tell me, feel free. Good morning, Diana. Good to see you. Amanda, what's up, homie? Thank you for the Bucky beer fun. Bucky getting drunk tonight. Sue, thanks for sharing, homie. You guys are too nice. Your voice screams Marlboro. Your face screams gabapentin. But, I probably went too far with that one. What up, William Dutton? Good to see you. I didn't even look at your profile picture, homie, so don't take offense to that. I just said something to say something, because you got me. I'm a fucking puffer, you know what I mean? You got me dead to rights. I was like, I gotta say something or I'm gonna feel embarrassed on the internet. Used to be a good sport, though. But, yeah, today I'm just gonna walk around a little bit more, get some more photos and videos of Whitefish here so we can get into, and then look at hopping a train tomorrow. I keep saying this evening or tomorrow, but I'm like, you know what, let me just fucking get one tomorrow, get paid from TikTok and get all the fucking gear. All my fucking stuff I need, food, water, tobacco, get some labs. I don't smoke labs, they're too expensive, by the way. Hey, thanks for having me, Heathrow. Train rider camped 30 feet away from me. He was here first. I showed up like 2 in the morning, just rolled out, went to sleep. And when I sat up and woke up, he sat right up. Oh shit, person there, waved. Scared the shit out of me. Just waved the way back, so I'm like, all right, we're cool. Okay, what's it? Hey, you're anywhere, man, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, we met in New Orleans. I was drunk. It's New Orleans. Oh, the jungle and Whitefish? Nah. I don't know any homies that fucking frequent there. I'm sure there's a spot, but there's so much camping areas here in Whitefish. Usually people just fucking bag wherever they can find some trees and shit. Call it a night. Christina Ray, thank you for the follow. I was in Dunsmuir, California, and this train rider shows up and he's like, hey, what's up, man? Whatever. Wants to get to know me. We're hanging out, fucking shooting. She's been riding for like 20 years, this cat. Really cool dude, a Canadian dude. Came down from Alberta. But he's like, yeah, there's a hobo. I was tired, dude. I walked around for fucking 3 days, just got off a train, I'm fucking beat. fucking 6-pack of Blue Moon and some food to munch on. And he's like, yeah, about a mile down the tracks is a jungle. You want to check it out? I'm like, no. I'll be right here by the river, you know, drinking and smoking. You can come say hi after if you want. You know? So he did come back. He's like, dude, there's like 15 train hoppers there right now. I'm like, no way. He's like, yeah, they're all like working here for getting their money up and then leaving. I'm like, oh shit. It's cool as fuck. Sue, what's up, homie? Thank you for the roses and the shares and all that. Christina Ray with the follow. Thank you. We're going to town and I need to get some fucking food. I didn't eat last night. I just got to think of trail mix. So after the live last night, I already had the trail mix when I got here. There's a grocery store nearby, but it's like artisanal fucking meat. You know what I mean? I'm not paying fucking $15 for a fucking boneless chicken breast. You know what I mean? I'd rather eat that tree bark behind me. But after the live, I went into town last night with the idea of getting food. And I never got the food, but I don't know, man. Locals were just fucking. Like there was the first person bumping into me was like a guy from New Jersey. We were chatting for a bit, and we were just walking around, and, you know, whatever. He was drunk as a skunk, but nice guy. And then I was taking some photos. I got away from him. I was taking some photos, and then like a wedding party comes by, and they're like, "You gotta take a picture of the bride and groom." You know, and they're both kind of standing there awkwardly. And I was like, all right, hold on. Hey, do me a favor, face each other. You know, we got that light in the background. We got to silhouette this. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just kind of trying to calm them down and get them in a pose. So I took a couple photos of them. I got their email. I'll edit it up, and you know, next time I grab a motel, I'll edit up all their photos and shit. You know, I probably got like 3 good ones and send them over to them for their wedding. Happy wedding. They did offer to pay me for them. They offered me like $50. I was like, nah, dude, it's your wedding. You know, like, okay, you know, here's a wedding gift. And then right after that, these 2 sisters come by. So again, I'm just walking around Whitefish like fucking midnight now at this point. These 2 sisters come by, and they're like, "Oh, we saw you walking around earlier, blah 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 blah." Yeah. Hey, take my number down. Yeah, sure. Here you go. Yeah, nice to meet you. And like, we're gonna go get some drinks. All right, let's go. So I ended up at the VFW, and, you know, a couple hours, and then fucking rolled out. I only had, you know, I wasn't fucking schmammered, but I was relaxed. And then rolled out and fucking came to camp. So I had the offer of going back to someone's place last night, you know, fucking disappointing them in bed for about a minute or 2, and then sleeping in a bed. And I chose to come out in the woods instead. What the fuck is wrong with me? What the fuck is wrong with me? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people that would fucking love to have that opportunity in their life. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't really want to be social. I'm going to go find some woods to be a bum in instead. Good point. I am a good point. But I don't like one-night stands anyway, you know? You know, on occasion, whatever, but I am a hopeless romantic. I travel for a living, so dating people is kind of impossible. Safer in the woods, true. Wake up with no kidneys or something, you know? A bathtub full of ice again. I'll fall for that 12 times. 69 seconds. You know, yeah, if you include undressing in foreplay, you know. I don't know. Like, I have minor internet renown, but I'm so reluctant with that. You know, I'm like, but so many people would fucking kill to have what I have on social media, and, you know, the offers I get in real life or whatever, you know, pursuit of flesh, monetary shit, or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, no thank you. No thank you. Troy chose the bear. I got 2 numbers last night, actually. I don't know. I think maybe the confidence is up because I lost weight. I'm sure that plays a major role in it. But once I hit the West Coast, like once I hit LA, it's just been like getting hit on a decent amount. You know, like at least once a week. And I got to put this PSA out there, guys. Like, if you are, man, woman, anything in between, like, you gotta set your standards. Like, here's hobo. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you gotta go lawyer, doctor. They're probably bored in bed. But this is a little bit more. Aim a little bit higher than the guy that hops trains and fucking sleeps on the ground. 8675309. I got a face for radio. What up, Skydive? How you living? What about clogging toilets out there? Exactly. You know what I mean? I've not clogged a single hole I've dug in nature to poop in. Not yet. I gotta get out of here. Tomorrow, it looks like. Let's see what town got to offer. Gonna cause some problems here. Whew. Oh yeah, Joe, that sounds beautiful. I've never had anyone help me build a fire before, really. I've had people who, like, it's always the woman I'm with in the woods. It's always their idea for a fire. Then I'm the one doing everything. Like, even if I'm dating them or not dating them, they're always like, hey, we should get a fire going. Hell yeah, it's just me doing everything. Like, there was one fucking cow I was with, one creature I was with up in Arizona. And they are a creature. I don't like this person, by the way. They fucking try to ruin my life, post me not wanting to be with them. But I sat there, I built the whole fucking fire up, you know what I mean? I put everything together, fucking small sticks, made a little teepee and whatever. Then they come over and they just light the paper I put in. That's all they did, just lit the paper. Like, look at me, I built a fire. What? It's shit. You just sat on your ass looking at your phone and ignoring your fucking dogs, neglecting your dogs. I was like, yeah, good job building the fire. You did good. Little pyro, hell yeah. Oh, we know. Hey, thanks for the repost. THCJW. Fur baby mama. 9,000 gifts. Thank you. The beach. Well, I'm not too far from the beach. Go check it out. It's so gray, fucking dreary because of the smoke. Like, I can't see a lick of blue sky right now, but the sun's out. So, I was talking to that train rider this morning. He was like, yeah, did you get back in Spokane? I go, no, I hopped in Spokane. I hitchhiked into Spokane, and I hopped out. And he's like, okay, yeah, you got lucky because, like, if you're going into Spokane, the Bowl pulls everybody off. He checks, like, almost every train. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, it's like Super Bowl. I'm like, damn. I don't know what to deal with that shit. Especially, I was pretty exposed on that last ride, too. It was pretty out in the open. What's up, Randy? Apologies, 217. I don't even know what that measures. Awesome. Been out here for a week in it. Oh, that's a train rider. The train rider on the road over here. He's on a skateboard with a leash, and his dog's pulling him on the skateboard. And he's like, look at that dog. Look at that dog. Look at you go. Look at that dog. Just pulling him down the sidewalk. That was the funniest shit I've seen in a long time. The most wholesome train rider shit I've seen in the grip. Look at that dog. Look at him go. Normally it's 38 to 40. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm sure, Punk Kitty. I'm sure. Really rocks, yeah. Look at wildfires everywhere. Oh, that's fucking crazy, right? Whole fire seasons now. I'm not a smart man, but at all. But a lot of people, a lot of locals out here in Montana think it'd be better to open up the logging again out here and help manage the forest. And I'm like, yeah, maybe they got a point. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not a smart man, like I said. I do know America, we already produce twice as much lumber than we use or export because of renewable practices, for lumber. Fucking arborists and shit all got together decades ago and taught people how to do renewable tree growing and shit like that. So we as a country, we produce twice as much lumber than we will ever use in a year or export in a year. So there's not a big push to open up the logging out here again. But there's some good points with that I've heard. Like, one, you're stomping out the forest, you're taking away all the dead wood and stuff like that, so it's less fire prone. But also those roads for those lumber yards and shit like that up in the mountain, those roads to those lumber yards were access to the fires. Easy access to the fires and shit. And most of them are closed up. Oh, a train rider walked up. If like a train rider traveler comes up, I shut the live down right away. Unhoused homie walks up, I shut the live down usually. You know, especially train riders. I'm not trying to get anything they say on the internet at all. Like, I decided to be on the internet, you know. So he was super polite about it too. He came walking. We camped fucking 30 feet away from each other. We didn't even realize till this morning. Got out here at different times, but person's looking hard over here. But he came up and he was like, "Hey man, what's up? Oh, hey, you busy?" And I'm like, "No, come on over." And they shut the live off. It wasn't like an emergency thing. Again, I don't want to record a word from a train rider on the internet. You know, like if they do social media, fine. You know, it's a whole different vibe. But if they don't, then, you know, it just feels wrong to put anything they say on the internet at all without them knowing. You know, most people think I'm doing videos and shit when I get the tripod out. In general, most people think it's a video, not a live stream. But that's why I ended the live real quick. And we both packed up, and we chatted for a while. We both packed up, and then he headed out. So it's like, all right, go live again, talk to people. What up, NASCAR Maggie? Good to see you. Respectfully, yeah, I try to be the least amount of intrusive as possible. You know, unless someone's working for the government in some capacity, the fucking phone keeps rolling. Or if it's not a train rider, not an unhoused homie, the tripod's up, someone comes over and says chat, you know, I might just end the live too. I don't get in trouble on here. They can say one wrong word and get my account permanently fucking taken down. Kathy's mad. What are you doing, Kathy's mad? You dropping hand hots? I don't have any hobo scholarships. I'm all out, man. I'm all out. I can't hook you up. Kathy's mad. Thank you very much for the hand hot on me. I gotta get out of Whitefish pretty soon before I catch a case of relationships. You know, I don't know. Whatever I'm selling, man, West Coast is fucking buying. So I need to get the fuck out of here before I catch a case of relationships. I think today I was gonna walk around and get some more footage of Whitefish. Try to check out the Huckleberry Festival. It just looked like a bunch of vendors and food trucks. So I don't know if I'm gonna get anything worth posting out of that. But hey, it's worth checking out what's going on. And then probably tomorrow, grab a train out of here and get going. What's my view right now? It's a little hiking trails. I mean, you know, that paved hiking trail right there, and that's the train yard behind it. So I would never go live from where you would catch a freight train from. You know what I mean? But I've never had a huckleberry. I've had blackberries, obviously. What's that one out in like Arkansas? It starts with the M. It's like a blackberry but sweeter. Muscadine. I was in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, right? And it's one of those things where like everyone looks at a poor neighborhood and a poor city and they're like, that place is that shithole. I have a blast every time I go to Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Dude, it was a good time. I was sitting there playing guitar in front of this gas station. The owner comes to kick me out, and one of the locals is like, yo, man, he's cool. Like, leave him alone. You know, it's the owner's business. He's like, well, I can't have him out here asking for money. He's like, he's not asking for shit. He's playing guitar, man. It sounds good. Like, just leave him alone. So the owner was like, all right, fine. He leaves. I'm like, yo, thanks, man. You have to do all that. He goes, you know what you want to do? You want to come play guitar behind the gas station with us? And I was like, all right, cool. So I go back there and hanging out with a bunch of locals, and they tell me the history of Pine Bluff. You know, how it was going to be like the Black Wall Street, and then the government came in and shut that shit down quick. And I'm like, yep, sounds about right. You know, sounds about right. But every time someone showed up, they're like, yo, white boy, play guitar. You know, hell yeah, dude. Having a blast, you know. Dude, I walked out of there shit-faced after 4 hours, 5 hours. So they all made their own muscadine wine. So every person that came up, I played guitar for him, And, and they didn't give me any money or anything like that. But they're like, yo, you got to try my muscadine. You tried his muscadine wine? His shit's weak. My shit's way better. I didn't realize how strong this shit was. When I hear wine, I think like 12%. This stuff was like a liqueur. You know what I mean? It's like got fucking 25, 30%. So, and I had the fucking, the purple fucking lips and mouth and teeth and shit from just trying all this muscadine wine. Fucking just playing guitar and chatting with these older cats. It was a fucking blast, dude. I had a hitchhike out of there. I had an interview at that time for digital publication. What's it called? Digital Hobo. Digital Hobo was doing the interview with me. So I was trying to get up the Van Buren Fort Smith. So I'm in Little Rock. The train comes up that way and takes me to Fort Smith. Beautiful ride, by the way. The Van Buren subdivision. But my train comes up and it stops. I jump on it and it backs up and fucking goes through. It takes me to Pine Bluff instead because the tracks were fucked up. So they couldn't stretch the train out to work it to pick up train cars and shit. They couldn't stretch the train out this way because there's no more auxiliary track. They were working on it. So I pulled up. It looked like my train. I jumped on, took me out to Pine Bluff instead. Like, you motherfucker. Have a good Sunday. You too, homie. You too. Like in the meantime, yeah, close to it. Yeah, muscadine's amazing. I never had huckleberry. I'm gonna try to find some today. Even if it's just like there's a lot of like huckleberry ice cream around. What are you guys doing, man? I'm falling down. I'm gonna stay up there. It's time for bed yet. Oh yeah, we'll see what I can get into the town today. I got some fucking food in my life, man. I didn't eat much yesterday at all. What did I have to eat yesterday? I had a protein shake, a banana, and trail mix. That's it. So I'm gonna catch up with some calories today and protein today. Get something fucking substantial. And there's all food trucks in town here, so I'll probably just dip over and grab something from there, fucking sausage or something. Check out this sausage queen. But you know what's weird about this area though? There's never people from here, by the way. I don't think I've met anyone from. I've met one person from here yesterday. Yeah. But you know what's weird? All right, so there's women out here that will just walk up and tell me the whole fucking life story from start to finish, at a great length. And I'm like, okay, this is a bit much for my introverted ass to fucking sit there and absorb. But there's guys out here that are weird as fuck, right? Like, I met someone he's just like a mechanic, right? But he's got to tell me he's Whitey Bulger's kid, and he dates this one. He's larger than life. But no, he's just for fun. He's a mechanic. You know what I mean? Whitey Bulger didn't even have any kids. He had one son that passed away when he was 6. So he's just lying to a stranger to make himself feel more important, I guess. I don't fucking know. And then I met a cat yesterday, and he's like, I'm retired FBI, retired CIA as well, yada, yada, yada. And he's just like a maintenance guy for a building. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, yeah. In my spare time, I happen to fucking clean toilets. It's like, just be yourself. You know what I mean? You're talking to a fucking guy that sleeps on the ground. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what you do in life, you're probably a little bit higher on that societal ladder. But it's been happening a lot since I've been to Montana. Like frequently. And I was like, God damn. I'll never understand that. Yeah, I guess he's more important or whatever, I don't know, trying to impress a stranger, I guess. I'll never understand it. What are you looking at, bro? Look at this little motherfucker staring over here. Who do you think you are? I hate look you lose. Look at him over there. Oh, now he's gonna look away. Little baby deer. Who do you think you're sneaking up on? Look at this one trying to sneak up on me over here. Look at you son of a bitch. Trying to jump me, bro? You got a problem? They can't see that well. But they hear really well. So like they see like everything's blurry in their vision, everything's super blurry, but they hear amazing. And then we got the baby over here. And so mom's getting a little bit worried. Look how close they are. Oh, there's a buck around somewhere. I just heard him hiss. Oh, whoa. Going right for the teats. Man. You know, if you're giving out milk, homie, I'll take a sip. Some fresh deer milk. Look at his little tail. Happy as shit. Milk bar is open. I want to stay a little quiet here. Let them do their thing. I don't want to interrupt. Schrodinger's cat with the Kashap for sausages. Put that on the sausage. Done. Oh. Yeah, go ahead. Find another fucking traveling live streamer that's fucking hanging out with deer. Go ahead. Go find them. I want to get closer so bad, but I don't want to stress them out. Oh, it's the same one from yesterday. She got that black mark on her butt. Yeah, Schrodinger's cat, thank you. I'll put all of that on the sausage itself. Change and all. Every time I walk, my stomach's going to make that little jingling noise. Hey, dear. A little creamer for your coffee. Ew. Ew. A Pikachu's mom. Yeah, there's some weirdo creators that are like, he can go live with his mom whenever he wants. Yeah, my parents love me. I can live with my parents in their basement apartment in their extra half a bedroom they have. But this is a little bit cooler than living with my parents at 41. Sorry your parents don't love you. Oh, you too, Schrodingers. Thank you for the Cash App again, homie. Much appreciated. I had a fucking buddy up here not too long ago, and he fucking kind of made an ass of himself. You know, like everyone's fucking giving me a hard time about it. I'm like, bro, I wasn't even here. Like, yo, he did this, he did that, he blew up the spot, fucking doing stupid shit out in public. I'm like, yo, it's between you and him, man. It's my turn to watch him. But it is weird out here. It's like, yo, you're a homie of so-and-so, and he fucked up. So I'm kind of aggravated with you. I'm like, whatever, man, we all fuck up, fucking train riders. Do you know they're there? Yeah, I mean, I'm talking, they hear very well. They're only fucking 15 feet away. If I were to get up, the mom would perk up. And then if I were to step closer, they'd probably run off. And this is the same one I was looking at yesterday with their baby and see how close I could get. And, you know, it stressed them out too much, so I'm not trying to do that today. But yeah, they don't have a care in the world, these ones. The bucks out here are fucking huge. Like, their antlers are taller than me and shit. Very intimidating. When I first came up here, like 4 years ago, everyone's like, hey, be careful of the deer. Like, fucking deer up. You know what I mean? And then I saw one of the bucks, and I was like, oh, all right. You know, 10-point buck, one of the adult ones. I was like, all right. You can see it on the trees. I'm just using this one for an example, but you can see it on the trees. You'll see where the bucks will mark on the tree. I forget exactly why they do that. I think it's to let the does know where they're at or something. I forget exactly why they do it, but they'll constantly mark the trees with their antlers. And here you can see, like, it's eye level for me. You know, like, it's how fucking big they get. Oh, yeah, I think you guys are watching. deers are paid actors. And Bambi and his mom. Oh, TDP's in here. Damn, that's a huge rabbit. You're okay, homie. I'm not coming any closer. Again, usually when I'm near deer, I will I'll edge forward a little bit and get a little bit closer and shit. Just for the Disney princess aura. But these are the same deer I saw yesterday, and I got too close, and they, so I got stressed and ran off a little bit. So I'm not trying to stress them out again today. There was enough of that. They're just being deer. Oh my god, they're fucking like kissing. Oh my god, the mom's cleaning the baby. Oh my god, the mom's cleaning the baby. I'm getting too excited. Oh, getting cute. Yeah, I'm a passenger princess and a Disney princess. Dinner? No, we're not. No, TDP. I will eat venison, but not these two cutie patooties. Not these ones. You leave them alone, you son of a bitch. Master Chioli, what's up, homie? Oh, that baby. Yeah, no TDP. We're not eating these ones. I mean, I will eat venison though. So hold on. Oh no, a hunter came. Oh no. Oh no, a hunter came. Oh my god. They got the baby. They got the baby too. Oh no. Oh no. The word was car. I can't believe no one guessed it. I've never had straight venison before. I've only had it mixed with ground beef, like in a burger. Got hit by a car, they did. Yeah, even me just moving my foot. They're on alert now. Not the baby. How long am I in Cancun for? I think my passport's situated. I'll probably leave it here tomorrow. I can get quiet enough. Yeah, quiet, Troy. Good job. It's Bambi. No, his mom's still alive, so it's not Bambi. Too soon. Yeah, you guys didn't know I was a Disney princess out here? Alright, we're up at 10 feet now. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer without freaking them out. It's okay. Just coming through. Yeah, they don't look stressed. They're alert. Definitely on alert, but they don't seem worried about me. Yeah, where the fuck my kid go? It's okay, homie. You're good. calm aura. Yeah, it hurts me on social media. I'm never gonna be fucking Perez Hilton, turning my fucking skin into a fucking cheese grater. You know? Oh no, we lost what? What is this? Discount Flagstaff Mountain Lion. Oh, it's a bus pass for Flagstaff. Okay. Okay. Thought it was like someone's fucking credit cards or something. Alright, let's leave the deer alone. I've harassed them enough. Disney Princess Hobo I am out here. But they're curious why I do what I do. You know what I mean? Exhibit A. Really? There's deer out there in Cali? I don't know. I've never seen one. I think if I saw one, it was in Dunsmuir. I don't think I did. I don't think I saw any animals in Dunsmuir, to be honest with you. Birds, no birds. I gotta put you I always fold my fucking hoodie up on my pack, and I got you guys on my pack. Trying to fold this shit up, roll it up, pack it up. Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. Come to battle me, that's a sin. So I made a video just fucking with 3 deplorable human beings that are on the internet that fucking happen to travel. And one of them made a video talking about how I had a burner account. That's how I saw his video. And like how shitty that is. Shitty to have burner accounts. But meanwhile, he was watching my video. He's blocked on here, by the way. So he's watching my video from a burner account. That was his response, his clapback to me talking shit. Was him. Oh, it's a beautiful fucking bird. It was him watching my video. Priya. You got a cool bat, thank you, homie. Roomba Steve, what's up, homie? When Perez was possessed. No, I don't believe in that shit anyway, but no, he had what's called a mental health break, a psychotic episode. You know? I don't know. But who knows who's right? Maybe you're fucking right. Who fucking knows? You know. But I don't think anytime someone has a mental health break, it's like demons were involved. You know, different strokes for different folks, I guess. Pikachu's with the Harvey. Stop being so abrasive about people making assumptions on shit, I guess. You know. I noticed that first with Shoestring. Like when he passed, everyone knew exactly what happened. You know. And I found that incredibly offensive. You know, because his family's watching these fucking comments for videos and shit like that on different platforms, and they gotta watch all these people fucking trying to tell them what happened. You know, as they're trying to figure it all out. So I think that's when that stuff started to irk me. You know, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna shoehorn my personal beliefs into the situation, but it shouldn't irk me, right? We all got our own beliefs, you know. We all got our own stances on life. You know, I gotta stop being a brat about it. Weightlifting doesn't help. Walk 5 miles a day. Oh, FYI, weightlifting doesn't help. You gotta walk 5 miles a day in 100-degree heat. Yes. I wish you hit me up before that, so I could have told you. No, it's tough, right? It's tough. Because like, but by noontime, what can you do? You know what I mean? You gotta sit in the fucking shade, right? But then you can't go to bed too early because it's so fucking hot. It's hard to get comfortable until it's like midnight, and then it cools off a little bit. Hopefully, you get below 80 if you're lucky, right? And then you fucking wake up. You know, make sure you guys follow Les Blackwell, an amazing fucking traveling musician. And I consider him a homie. He hates me, but I consider him a homie. We've met him 3 times now, dude. I don't think I've met any fucking creator that much besides Gypsy Undersupervised. But the only reason I keep meeting up with her is because I fucking think she's beautiful, you know? But no, she's awesome hanging out with me. We had great chemistry together. I fucking love hanging out with Gypsy. All bullshit aside. Yeah, but besides Gypsy and you guys, like I usually meet up with people once. It's so close to the beach. There is a lake here with a beach nearby. It's not far. It's about half a mile over yonder. As the crow flies, about half a mile over yonder. But the idea of traveling in the heat, right? Like, unless you know all the tricks already. You know, it's like if you're overheating, you just go to a fucking store and suck up the AC and browse, you know. But the trick to the heat, traveling in the heat, is you wake up super early, you get everything you got to get done. You know, wake up at like 4 in the morning, get everything done by fucking noon. And then, you know, the heat picks up and you sit in the fucking shade dog. What else can you do? But you can't, like I say, you can't go to bed till fucking midnight. So how many days in a row can you do that before you start feeling the effects of sleep deprivation? You know, it's a tough one. Traveling in the heat, you know, anything over a 95, 100, it's fucking horrifying, you know. You never been to Whitefish? Oh, dude, you gotta come up here. You gotta come up here right now. Fuck out of Oklahoma, get your ass up here, dude. You know, like 2 or 3 weeks from now, everything slows down up here. But I've been up here in October. It starts getting really fucking cold really quick. But September, October. But right now it's like peak tourist season, so it's a little too many people for me. But it is breathtakingly beautiful. Fucking deer right here. Fucking deer and a baby that kicked my you know, just hanging the fuck out. The wildfire smoke starting to bother me. It took about a week. The wildfire smoke to really start and as I'm congested and I can feel like my sinuses are angry, you know. Not a big deal. Yeah, it's fucking beautiful up here. Yeah, those are whitetails, right? Yeah, whitetails. Not mule if I can see through these trees correctly. Oh, there's the mom. There's the baby. There's the mom. Let's see. Oh, there she is. She's chilling. Oh yeah, man, Whitefish is fucking breathtaking. Yeah, I mean, if you want to pay my rent, yeah, you can pay my rent. My rent is, I was going to crowdfund this anyway. Unfortunately, I got to crowdfund my rent for this month. You know, the crazy thing about rent, it happens every month. What state am I in? It's right there on my forehead. But, yeah, I got to pay my rent this month, and I'm coming up short, guys, and I don't think I'm going to make it. So I have a $0 a month rent. I know. How do I afford it? You know, social media and GoFundMe's. So I'm trying to raise $0 for my $0 rent this month. If anyone can donate $0 to help me with my goal of paying rent, and I'll be back next month to do it all again. You know, I'm not going to make steps to fix it. So I have you guys pay my rent. But yeah, it's $0. I've raised $0. You can help. Thank you very much, Justin, for your $0 donation to help my $0 rent. So I've raised $0 now for my $0 rent. And I hate to ask, you know, I really hate to ask. But yeah, I got $0 I got to pay, you know, and otherwise they're going to kick me out in the streets. You know what I mean? I'm way too pretty to be fucking sleeping in the streets. You know, I'll be someone's fleshlight in fucking 20 minutes. What's that? It's the summer and it's fucking beautiful out at nighttime. No. Scary out here. Send third party out of state check. I'm not falling for that one twice, TDP. Next thing you know, I got a $0 debt after that. Fucked me all up last time. Night shifter. What's up, homie? Try to send 50 cents and won't let you. Yeah, that only works for Venmo and PayPal. You can send pennies and shit like that. I'll fucking troll a creator that I don't like with fucking series of pennies. Probably sent out 20 pennies in the last 2 weeks alone. But Cash App, you have to send at least a buck. Oh, we got a $0 pledge. All right. We are looking good on the rent front, folks. I'm trying to raise $0 for rent. We've raised $0. We have another $0 to go. Oh, looking good. Thank you, Mel. Let me see your profile picture. You're looking good too. You're really good. Why are you here? You know what I mean? You're way too attractive to be in this chat. Only uggos allowed, homie. Can't people better looking than me in my chat. You can't be funnier than me or better looking than me. Can't have that shit. Thank you for the compliment. That man's not wearing any pants. This guy's biking out here in a fucking Speedo. Yo! For a rig? Yo, Les, you trying to get me to relapse, brother? From Quincy? Hell yeah, dude. I was born in Quincy. What you know about Germantown? Grew up in the projects in Germantown. Early on, we moved out to Revere. We got Section 8 after the waiting list. So we took the projects everywhere we went. People are much more likely to take that. Take Section 8 rent assistance back then in Mass. Not so much anymore. Yeah, Les gave me a penny for a rig. Guess I gotta go relapse, guys. You know? I really grew up in East Boston, Revere. Mainly Revere, you know what I mean? Like Orient Heights, fucking Suffolk Downs, Beachmont, Wood Island, shit like that. But I grew up North Shore, but I was born South Shore. You know, Ming's Market. The place with the wings. You could get like a whole bag of wings for like $2. Engerdan. I'm fucking up your name. I'm gonna call you Dan. Dan, thank you for the train. Is it Engerdan? Yeah, I'm fucking your name up. I apologize for that. Thank you very much for the train. If you want a refund because I fucked your name up, I understand. Engineer Dan. Okay, that's clearly, it makes a lot of sense. I should have figured that out. You know, I brought shame upon my family. And it's only one resolution here. Harikari. We're going to Perez Hilton this whole fucking live stream up. I've never cared less. You know, I've never cared less about a person going through a mental health break. You know? I've never given a shit less. I hope the best for him, but like in the least passionate way. Like I hope things work out for the guy. You know? But god damn, that was the whole For You page for a fucking whole day. Every fucking third scroll. Perez Hilton. You know, what he said his first three words when he woke up. What was it? Am I famous again? Hey, did I get back to being relevant again? You know? I can't compete with that. Look what I do for a fucking living. Right? Just really take it in for a moment. I walk around, I hop trains, I hitchhike, I camp on the fucking ground, not even using a tent, right? And I go and I walk around these places, and I talk to the locals, and I get all the information about a place, and I package it and tell it to you guys, mostly on live. I don't even fucking do videos on that shit, really, unless I'm doing like a long form. You know, I'm camping in the streets of fucking Compton, and you know, I'm going to these fucking gnarly places and just fucking posting up, you know, talking to dealers and pimps and locals and fucking, you know what I mean? Just fucking out here. That's a fucking, you know what I mean? Like that's fucking interesting. That's like a level of fucking like journalism that doesn't really fucking happen. You know? I'm not the first or the last to do this, but I can't compete with some guy with cutting himself up the whole fucking life. You know? Treating himself like a human scratch post. You know? I can't compete with that. You got fucking Nick Harris, is that his name, Nick Harris? He's whacked out on live stream, breaking into his grandmother's fucking house to go hide in the fridge and build a fridge for it. I can't compete with that. You know what I mean? Like, I do some crazy fucking shit out here. I still can't compete with the insane folks that social media attracts. You know? How's your day going, sweetheart? You better if you would call me pet names. What the fuck, you know what I mean? I'm doing good. I looked the video up. It's nothing you want to see. You know what I mean? If you have a weak stomach, probably don't want to see it. But it's just a dude going through a mental health fucking crisis, and he did it on live. That's one thing that kind of like, you know, if you got a bad day, like a really bad fucking day, like you're going through a mental health crisis, and you're a live streamer, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be for the whole world to see. And that's a shame. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But like, I'm really glad phones and shit weren't super prevalent when I was young, because like I did some stupid shit in my younger years. I'm glad it's not on camera. He has kids. I don't know anything about the fucking guy. You know what I mean? I don't. That's not a side of social media that I enjoy watching. You know, Jeffree Star shit and whatever. It's just not my bag. Whatever you guys find entertaining, go find entertaining. I'm not here to yuck your yum. Enjoy your life. You know, no matter what that means. It's just not for me. You know, I will say most of those cats got to figure it out better than me. You know, they just sit at home. You know, just sit at home and acting entitled as fuck and put a live stream on. It's way smarter than what I do. You know? Yo, what up, Captain H? I'm probably gonna stop and have her. I think he was calling it Haver. You have older and younger people on here. You don't have to cuss. Who fucking cussed? You talking to me? I fucking cussed? I don't fucking think so. When the fuck did I cuss? Damn. What was the fucking cuss word? Yeah, I don't fucking remember. I don't remember any fucking cuss words, dude. Did I say shit? Did I say shit? Sorry if I said. I try not to fucking swear. You know, I said fart. No way, dude. Yeah, I should be stopping in Havre. I'm trying to stop in Havre and then go right across North Dakota. So if all works out, I'll be in Havre. Again, you never know with me 100%, but it does seem like I'm going to be going to Havre. You know? So I'll hit you up as soon as I get there. I'll say what's up. It's been 4 years since we saw each other last, dude. A long ass time. I'm excited too. You know, last time I was in Havre, I had the road dog and doing anything by committee and shit. I can do what I want. Oh, yeah, man. Oh no, Fastlane Ann's gonna leave. What are we gonna do without you? Oh fuck, dude. Oh, because I swore one fucking time? Oh man, that's a shame. You know, do yourself a favor, go fucking buy a profile picture. You know what I mean? You can't even take the time to fucking upload a profile picture. What the fuck's the matter with you? Get it together. You know? I'm not your fucking kids. I'm not your fucking grandkids. You can't fucking talk to me like that. Fuck who you are. Yeah. You're some random weirdo on the internet clutching their pearls because you don't like a creator. You just fucking scroll and leave. It's just that easy. You know what I mean? So okay, let's try to break some bread. Let me extend the olive branch here. Fast time, whatever the fucking name is. I do want to say, I mean this. I do mean this with all my heart. Go fuck yourself. I mean that. From the pits of my soul. Go and fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Don't think of me while you do it. You legally owe me $1. I own property in Deadwood, yeah. Did you guys know I own property? I got the deed in my pack. Yeah, I got property out in Deadwood. I was only out there for a quick minute, though. I was more like out in Rapid City. Yeah, I own 1 square inch of property in Deadwood. You know, all those stupid tourist things. You know, I stayed at a motel in Rapid City. They had them for $5. I'm like, I ran that bit for like a week. I still carry the fucking piece of paper with me. But it's a fucking little tourist deed for, fucking a square inch of land. You're in Missoula? I've never been to Missoula, Lindy. John Doe at the Harvard. I met Daisy. I met Deidre and Daisy in Eugene, Oregon. We met up in Eugene, Oregon. It was her and her friend Kasamich. And they were cool as fuck. I had a good time. You know, we only kicked it for like a couple hours. I was eating lunch and shit like that. I offered to buy them lunch, and they're like, "No, we already ate." And I was so thankful because I was so broke. I had like $30 to my name, and I was like, hopefully they'll order the expensive stuff. And I had just enough to buy them lunch. You know, I was like, "Yeah, you guys want lunch? I'll buy you lunch." They're like, "Oh no, good, we're good. We just ate." I was like, "Fuck, thank God." I ate my pad thai, so I hung up. She hates men. No, she just hates rude people. man or woman. You know, her story is really interesting because she does like that adult stuff. And we're all chatting. And I was like, "How'd you get into that? How'd you like get into that industry?" And it's really horrifying. So she got traction on the internet when she was like 17, and then people were like, "This is before AI, really." You know what I mean? It's like 5 years ago, before AI was super prevalent. So people were like Photoshop her in like fucked up situations on like Reddit and shit like that. So she was like, "Fuck it, the photos and videos are already out there of me. I might as well do it and make money on it." So that's how she got into the industry. I found that really interesting. But yeah, we chatted for fucking a couple hours, had a blast. She was super cool. She showed me she got a tattoo on her leg, right? And she points to it. She's wearing shorts and she points to the tattoo. She's like, "You see that? That look familiar?" I was like, "No, I don't think I've ever seen that one on you." NP Jewelry, NP Creations, right? It's the same exact tattoo. So it's of her. Hers is fucking beautiful. It's of her, like a side profile of her with all this shit around it. So MP Jewelry, Nate and Paige, they're those fucking horrible con artists. Paige got the same exact tattoo, but it looks like shit. It's just a horrible version of the same tattoo. I don't know, the tattoo artist had to been trolling because like they made her nose like extra big and shit. It's just terrible, but same exact spot, same exact tattoo. I'm like, wow. She's like, "Yeah, what the fuck is that about?" She's like, "I'm used to people stealing my shit and biting my shit." I'm like, "Yeah, me too." But I never had anyone steal all my tattoos yet. Girl, that's all vintage. No, I think you're thinking Railcar Rosie art. Railcar Rosie art, probably the one you're thinking. What's up, Chet? What up, Topanga? If you mean MP Jewelry, no, they're horrible human beings and they're con artists. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Paige is a complicit victim, and they started dating long before she was at the age of 18. So, like, I've never dated anyone under the age of 18 unless I was under the age of 18. So that was the implication there. Like, no, I'm not a con artist, nor do I fucking chase women that aren't 18 years old. You know what I mean? Homester, I like Homester. That's a good one, Marie. I like it. It's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, Railcar Rosie does all like the pinups and like the old style of dressing and shit like that. Both her and Les got that old school folk style of dressing and shit, which I find badass. You know what I mean? I can't pull that shit off at all. Fucking Les keeps trying to get me to play banjo and wear a fucking cowboy hat. It's this beautiful cowboy hat too, dude. And we're at Abby's the first time we met, and he was like, "Here, like, do you know what Hurley?" I always wear the Hurley hats, so they got the stretch thing for my giant head. And he's like, "Do you surf?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Why are you wearing a Hurley hat?" Because it fits my giant head. He's like, "Well, if you don't want to be a poser, I got this fucking cowboy hat that no one's using," and it was beautiful. But I'm like, "No, man, I'm from Boston. I can't wear a cowboy hat." Yeah. He's like, "Oh, there's plenty of banjo players and folk musicians and people who wear cowboy hats from Boston." I'm like, "Yeah, not me, man. I can't wear a cowboy hat." You know what I mean? Like, I am a fucking city dweller. Desiree, what's up, homie? Any creative commissions with the U.S. ownership or before? I have no idea what that means, K-Rob. So I'm going to say no. Oh, our creator commission's better with U.S. ownership than before. Okay, so how much do we make on here compared to before? I noticed a little bit of a dip, but they kept all the price points the same for what we make. The algorithm changed kind of drastically, and it seemed to kind of fuck all travelers over, at least the ones I know. It's recently come back. It seems like all of our algorithms are doing well, at least for the moment. But yeah, this app's always been like that, though. You know what I mean? You get flooded with viewers, and then you be lucky if you break 100 on a live stream or 1,000 on a fucking video, or 8,000 on a video. But so this seems kind of normal. It kind of happens already. But payout wise, like video, I'm getting paid a lot less for the videos, but I was never getting paid a lot anyway. Yeah, it just wouldn't be me. I'm not a country boy, you know what I mean? I'm from the city. Like, I'd be doing some country shit now, yeah, for sure. I've forgotten more towns than most people ever fucking visit, but it's too much of a difference in the switch. Yo, flipping mama, what's up, homie? I guess I took my knife out and threatened to Perez Hilton myself earlier. He had his first words. He released his first words when he woke up in the hospital. It was, "Am I famous again?" Marie with the shares. Can't be shooting cowboy hat. Yeah, you know, I got a fat head. I think it'd make it look fatter. You know, I got a big fucking head here, guys. Let's crack a walnut with this fucking thing. Smash. Cowboy hat and chaps only if they're assless. Guys, keep in mind, you don't paying bills or sending you thousands of dollars because you said God did. It's all bullshit. Don't fall for it. Howdy, Jen. Howdy. Howdy. Cowboy hat. Well played, Jeff. Very, very on topic. I played guitar for a long time out here. Traveled a couple of years. Traveled with a guitar out here. I made the decision April 2025 when I came back on the road after a break. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna focus on the social media. Get rid of the guitar, grab some more recording and streaming equipment, photography stuff, and then just fucking work with that. I'm glad I did, dude. The quality of video I can make now compared to a year and 4 months ago is drastically different. You know, hell of an improvement. I'm not stopping to work. Like when I first started, I'd take a week off work and then go travel for 3 or 4 weeks and then take a week to work. I would really do doing social media. And then with the guitar, I'd always be fucking off and playing guitar for, get the funds up and shit. And then do the social media stuff. So just focusing on the videos and the photography, drastic improvement. Without a doubt. I don't know what a boonie hat is. Play an air guitar? Hell yeah, dude. It's a hard instrument to play. Yeah, I picture 2 years ago. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's cool as shit. I like that one. Yeah, that's a nice fucking photo. The red shadow? Wow, that's fucking nice, dude. I put all my photos up on Patreon. I archive them. That's free. I was gonna do Instagram to like archive the photos, but the aspect ratio is off. You do 4:1. I shooting 5:1. So I'm like, fuck, man, I don't want to fucking change every fucking photo. So I just archive them on Patreon. They stay native. So for free, you can go check them out. I posted some last night. I only got to bang out like 5. You fucking talking to me out here. It's so fucking nice and shit, but damn, it's like the yappiest of folks tend to find me, and there's a lot here. So I don't really get too much work done. But I'm hoping to have more done today. Maybe when I grab lunch, I'll sit there and edit some more up. I started playing drums as a teenager, which is really hard for someone that lives in the city to play drums and not bother the neighbors. And my parents couldn't afford a drum set anyway, so I ended up switching to bass. That's how I paid my bills through most of my 20s, was playing bass. And then when I started traveling, maybe like the second year in, I decided to grab a guitar. I got the guitar for $25 at it's called Pioneer Loan in Reno, Nevada. I was working up there cleaning trailers and shit, and the thing was going out of business. So the guitar cost me $25. The first day I played it, it paid for itself. Got a nice one too. Marie got it now. In the UK there, but it was nice. It worked. It wasn't like the most expensive fucking thing in the world. You know what I mean? Probably brand new. Probably cost you $250. But that thing fucking, I've went extreme temperatures with that thing. Extreme heat, extreme cold. Bridge never fucking snapped. Neck never warped. So I was content with it. But again, that was an extra 15 pounds just in my fucking hands. I never had a free hand to film anything while walking. I had to put my stuff down, then take a photo or a video, then whatever. So that got heavy after a while. lip syncing champion at the age of 10? Hell yeah, I did that in the shower for years. Jesus Christ, that was only 2,000, so 2,500. I'm trying to get all the way across Montana, and then all the way through North Dakota. So getting through those two big ass states should really help. Look at this fucker trying to sneak up on me. Look at this motherfucker. Sneak up on old anywhere, man. Here. Look at this sneaky little son of a bitch. Hey there, Jay Blue. If it calls to you, it calls to you. Look at him. Look at him. Sneaky boy. It's a deer. The baby deer. Fucking grilling me though. What up, sweet tea? Welcome in, everybody. Let me laugh at too much longer. So I talked about like I was fucking starving yesterday. I only had a protein shake, a banana, and a fucking trail mix yesterday to eat. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go get a burger out through the live, and I kept fucking getting leapfrog through locals. Yo, John Doe, yeah, I know there's fucking chatting and hanging out with locals all fucking night. A couple of phone numbers, but I never got fucking food. You know, so there it was, 2 o'clock. I finally rolled up and fucking went to sleep. Rolled out camp and went to sleep. But I'm fucking starving now, so because I didn't eat hardly anything yesterday and nothing this morning, I'm gonna get something fucking unhealthy. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, some fucking nice little fucking burger. There was a sausage food truck. Maybe I'll grab some sausage, onion, peppers. I had it the other day. I'll do it again. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. And a nice burger. Yeah, there's something unhealthy, you know. There's something unhealthy and a lot of it. Chilling on this hot day. Stay cool, homie. Oh, there's 2 corgis there. Sorry, John Doe. I didn't see the second one. Thank you for the corgis. Don't fall for these scammers in the chat, folks. Buffalo wings. I love buffalo wings. I like wings in general, but they're so expensive everywhere you go. You know, like Walmart's good because they're like $6, $7 for 6 wings, and that's fucking amazing nowadays. But like, when I was at the campground, I was thinking about DoorDashing some food. I was fucking lit. I got the munchies, you know. So it's Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm like, oh man, 12 wings sound amazing, dude. It was like 18. No, it was $14 for 6 wings. So it had to be well over 20 for 12. I don't even think I checked for the 12. That's how fucking expensive they were. But yeah, man, fucking crazy. I ain't paying that for a fucking wing. What's up, bitch? Oh yeah, I think he's still hungry after. 12 wings might hit the spot for me. But 12 wings on the side, yeah, 6 fucking wings. I'm gonna burn more calories trying to eat the fucking things, I'm gonna tell you a little fucking secret with the wings. You guys all eat them wrong. Like the drums are easy, you just eat them like a corn on the cob. The flats, the ones with the 2 bones, you just take the ends, you twist, pull it apart. That's all you do. It's all done. You're gonna get messy. It's gonna happen anyway. Eat with your fucking hands. But yeah, you just fucking twist them, pull it apart. You usually get 1 bone on each side. All the meat's fucking right there. I like the drums better, but I think it's a laziness issue. You know what I mean? Like, it's less work for the drums. Just, done. To sit there and perform fucking open heart surgery to get the fucking meat out of a wing. Same thing with pomegranates. I love pomegranates. I get one like once every decade. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a mission. You go in the fucker, peel the seed out. You get just a little fucking nibble every time. Back tooth is filled up. So I think the flats versus drums, I choose the drums out of laziness. Yeah, true. Yeah, if we went up for wings, yeah. Get 80 wings, obviously. You get all the drums, you get all the flats. Sounds good. Potentially staining your clothes. I gotta get new threads. It's a thrift store in town. I'm gonna try to check out, I think, today, if I can get up there. So I should have went yesterday, but I didn't. Also, I went to the VFW last night. It's like these fucking, I don't know, walking around town, these two sisters hit on me. Two sisters approached me and started talking to me. One hit on me. And we went and got a drink at the VFW after. But, I paid my bill. You know, I got 2 beers and I paid my bill. There's nothing charged to my card at all. And I'm like, did someone buy my fucking drinks for me? Like, what the fuck? They gave me a slip. I tipped fucking $8 on it. You know, like for like $6 for the 2 beers I had. Which is great, $3 for a beer. But yeah, my card was never ran. No, there's no pending, no nothing. It might come through later or whatever. Usually that shit closes out at night when they close the machines out, you know. But nothing, yeah. There's the initial, when I open the tab, there's the initial run of the card, and that's it. So I don't know. Time will tell. Those were all flats. Get him, Hitch, get him. Fuck that guy. Mute that motherfucker. Whenever I tell my moderators get him, it's because they just muted to block the scammer. I'm like, get him, get him. No one probably realizes that because you guys can't see the same chat that I see. Yeah. I had this weird moderator. So back in the day, if you like, we only had 20 people alive. You know what I mean? So like, if you were here a bunch, you were a moderator. You know, it was like an honorary thing. There you go, you're a moderator. You know, then it grew and we actually had to have fucking a moderator team. But there was this one person. It was so weird. Like, the only thing they would do mod wise is unpin other people. Like mods would come in and just pin their comments so I'd see it. You know, and that was very annoying. But they would just pin their own comments, and that was it. To make sure I saw it. Hey, how's your day? You know, whatever. But they would just immediately, no matter what was pinned, they would unpin it, right? And I could see who does that. It shows up, you know. So it was pissing everybody off. It was getting mad. We had 29 mods back then, you know, 30 fucking mods. But that's all they did. They didn't comment the chat anymore or anything. They just unpinned people's comments, and that was it. So people were getting fed up about it, pissed off about it, and you know, it became a topic of conversation more than once. And I was like, yeah, I know who's doing it. They're like, who? I'm like, I'm not telling, but I know who's doing it. I can see it on my end. And they stopped, you know. But with that, I took away the ability to block people. I was like, yeah, that's kind of weird. So I took away that moderator's ability to block people. Again, this is fucking 4 years ago. So they hit me up after a hitchhiking live, and they're like, someone was threatening you and you didn't see the comments, and you know, it was very dangerous, and I couldn't block them, and I mod for other people and they let me block. And I'm like, so if you mod for other people, you know you can mute them. Like, what in the manipulation is this? You know, they're just trying to get that block power. Again, they didn't really comment in the chat at all. We never spoke privately at all, and they hit me up to get the block ability back, and they're like, yeah, I just lost my block ability. It was gone for like 3 months. They just noticed. And they made this manipulative situation up, so I give it back to them. So instead, I just blocked them. I can smell that manipulation shit a mile fucking away. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I just blocked them and got them out of here. You know what I mean? All they were doing was trolling and then trying to manipulate me. I'm like, yeah, I'm all set with that. Whatever the fucking weird shit that is. I'll see you later. So there's a creator on here. I use that term loosely, called Detroit Nike, and he's just like a con man in Detroit, you know, one of these like, hey, I'm homeless, I need all the money, and then they'll brag about how much money they make by doing that in the same breath. You know, it's just another con artist, another grifter around here. But they're in their live, and they're like, I'm a mod for Anywhere Man, you should make me a mod. I'm a mod for Anywhere Man. And immediately all the awareness people that were in there that I fuck with was like, yo, like, your mod's in there, like, trying to mod for fucking the scammer. I was like, the fuck? Like, you know, at that point we already had the new mod team already set up here. I'm like, I doubt that very fucking much. So I jump in there as them, and I jump in Detroit Nike's box. I'm like, hey, just so you know, that person's not a moderator for me. They're lying too. Don't fucking put my name on this fucking scammer shit. All the weird shit you gotta deal with on social media that, like, you know, someone could have told me till they're blue in the face everything I've experienced for like weird personalities and weird people on here, or the weird things I've experienced. And I probably wouldn't have believed it, but I still wouldn't be prepared for it mentally, that's for sure. There you go, John Doe. Flats are user-friendly drums. Gristle. Yeah, true, Lupo, but like, for ease of eating, though, you know what I mean? You gotta sit there and you gotta fucking, we gotta work flat, a drums. It's just sitting there waiting. You know what I mean? Just sitting there waiting. I guess that's probably how I look at my love life too. Like, I gotta put work into this. Nah, I'm good. Beep 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 beep. Hey, Lupe, I hope you're doing well, man. Desiree, have a good one, man. Good to see you as well, man. Catch up when y'all was talking about, fuck. Oh, there you go, bro. Lori, what's up? Thanks for the heartbeat. You just take both ends, twist it, and pull it, and you get your meat. But that's one step more than you do on a drum. Done. The fuck, gravity? Fucking Isaac Newton. What a piece of shit Isaac Newton is. We're all floating around, crouching tiger, hidden dragon style, and he's like, I invented gravity. Boom, everyone hits the ground. Fuck it. Oh, but I had this, I don't know. I was all inclusive back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, anyone was welcome. And now I've gone the other way. I'm like, if you're making my life harder or interrupting my peace, see you later. We all have bad days and shit. It's a regular thing. We'll fucking, see you later. But it was a mod for Rich the Hungry, though. It was a mod for me as well. And she actually agreed with all my points about him scamming and shit here. But she was a fucking weird duck, dude. So I'm sitting there, and the shirt looked a lot like this. Sitting there, my button up, got a hole in the side, and the sleeves are fucking falling off and shit. I was like, all right, I need to get a new shirt. I'm gonna just fucking toss this one, and then fucking grab a new shirt at the thrift store in town. Boom, PayPal, $100. I want that shirt. I'm like, you want this shirt, the one I'm wearing? Yeah, you can have it. Whatever. Get $100 for a shirt, you can fucking have it, no problem. So she gives me her address. She asked me not to wash it, to send it out dirty and shit. Weird fucking shit, And again, unsolicited. I never said I was selling my shirt, but she gave me $100 for it. I fuck it, hey, you fucking have it. I would have rather saved the $20 for shipping, Which sounds greedy, but she then used that shirt as a way to try to tear me down from the inside. So she reached out to people in the community, Troy's so creepy, he sent me the shirt, and thank God we got people with half a fucking brain in here. You guys are smarter than me for sure. So it was like, what do you mean? You asked for the shirt, paid him for it, then gave your address for the delivery, and then you fucking asked him not to wash it, oh, how creepy that Anywhere man is. So the whole point of doing that was just try to make me look bad. So she was a big fan of Rich the Hungry, so she came infiltrated here and then tried to take me out from the inside by using the shirt. Which is whatever, that's just fucking silly and goofy, you know what I mean? That's not even something I can get mad at. That's just fucking weird. That person gonna live like that every day, And they always said weird shit in here, they're unemployed, also a property manager, also did spicy work. Every day was a different occupation. Damn, what doesn't this person do? Both employed and unemployed at the same time. So we always knew they were a little fucking weird. Again, we were all inclusive back in the day. Don't do that shit. But shit like that. How do you prepare someone to deal with something like that mentally? I know. I'll buy his shirt from him. That'll get him. So she got blocked, and then it became a big, oh, I donated a bunch to him and he blocked me because I did weird shit. Yeah, no shit. It's weird. It's kind of like I can't be bought. Strangest concept. Hell yeah, Starbelly. I try to refill them as much as I can just to kind of limit the amount of plastic I'm putting out in the world, but here I can probably find a spot to fill it up. I got fucking little so cocky. I might find a spot somewhere, I'm sure. I usually refill them until they get rogy, and then it's awesome. They start falling apart and shit. Hey, we need to tie you that plaid shirt. Don't wash it. Jen has 9 of my shirts, by the way. They're all framed up on the wall. You walk in her house, it's like a Anywhere Man fucking museum. There's a hair doll, looks just like me. Yeah, these are good jugs, but they're not a gallon. That's my only issue with them. It's 3/4 of a gallon. Yeah, 2.5 liters. 3.8 and some change is the gallon, so this is like 3/4 of one. And I paid fucking $3.50 for this, like for water? But it's the only one they had. It was either this or $5.50 for a fancy gallon. Like the fuck? Just give me a shitty, I just want water. Something to carry it in a plastic jug. Fucking start flying signs so I can afford water out here. If we get to sign them. What happened to the ticket last week? I'm not telling what happened to the ticket last week because that ticket was resolved before the live was over. But you tuned out, and now you want to know. If you stayed. All right, I'm done guilt tripping you. The sheriff came back and gave me a warning instead. So he took the ticket and he gave me a warning. Yeah, there's no Dollar Tree where I'm at. I'm pretty much at the mercy of whatever grocery store or gas station I go to. Which it was dumb for me yesterday because I walked by a Safeway and kept hiking. I wanted to get moving, get a good, get the blood pumping, get a workout in. And I want to go all the way into a store, like a grocery store, and then come all the way out and go to the front. I don't want to do all that shit. Take that much time. I wanted to just fucking keep moving. So I was dipping in a gas station, grab a jug and keep going, but they didn't have anything cheap. So you could have backtracked for 20 minutes or just fucking keep walking. For one sniff, take bids on his dirty drawers. All right, I will sell my underoos on here, but you're gonna get an empty envelope because, I don't wear that shit. I don't see the point. I just let it flop around all day. Nice day today, though. Nice, you can almost see the sky through the smoke. There's 2 ladybugs banging on the fucking tripod. The survey allows you nothing but respect. Thank you very much, Tennessee Trucker. I'm famous next week. I know why. I can get some fucking food in my life, man. I didn't eat nothing yesterday. I had a protein shake, a banana, and some trail mix. The idea of late night I was gonna get burger or something, and I ended up fucking just talking to locals and got carried away with it, so I didn't get a chance to actually grab food. And I ended up at the VFW at night. I checked, there's a taco place attached to the VFW. I checked their hours, they close at 10. And I'm like, oh, fuck, man, I missed that. Oh, well, I'll eat tomorrow. And then I saw them bring tacos out to somebody. And I was like, oh, shit, they're open. So I run over, and they're cleaning up. I was like, oh, are we done? They're like, yeah, we just closed 10 minutes ago. We're sorry, but it's okay. I don't mind. So I'm going to go eat my ass off today. No, I'm not going to eat ass. I'm going to eat food. It's in a large degree today. I had a Tennessee Trucker. I love you lives when I get to catch them, man. You lives are always cool, fucking driving around and shit. Trucking. We're get some food and get some trouble today. Eat your ass awkward. How do you reach it? Oh, I'm very flexible. I'm like Gumby. You probably think I go the front way and go down and eat my own ass. But I go backwards. Just fucking, like a roly-poly bug. That's why I always got pink eye. But yeah, good nice weather today. It's cooling off for the next 4 or 5 days. Nice weather. I can almost see the sky through the smoke. If you look closely, if you squint hard enough, you can see some blue up there. Oh, scorpion bowls are so fucking dangerous. Because they don't care. You get a scorpion bowl for 2 for 1. just for yourself. Yeah, we get the scorpion bowl for 2. And they look at you kind of weird. You just look at the person next to you. Oh yeah, okay, they're getting one. Oh, they're ordering a drink too. Yeah, whatever. It was like a Chinese food place. I don't care. Just sit. Can't even taste the fucking booze in it, man. Oof. The last time I had a scorpion bowl, I killed somebody. What happened is I chugged a scorpion bowl out in East Boston, and then I'm walking down the street, and some guy said, "Hey, nice shirt." I don't know. You know what that means. You know what I mean? Like, he was talking shit. So I Perez Hiltoned him. Just Perez Hilton the shit out of him. Oh. That's why I can't go back to Boston. I got a warrant. I got nice weather today, though. It's not bad. It's pretty cool today. It's not too hot. Yesterday was like muggy and humid. What's up, April in the Keys? Good to see you. Yeah, nice weather today. Get him, Hitch. Get him. Block that motherfucker. Get him, Jen. Get him. Block that motherfucker. Rim Reaper. Ugh, never heard that before. I don't like it. It's hilarious. Okay. Spam it. I look when they tag me. I don't even know how you tag a host. How do you even tag a host in a comment? Like, what the fuck? They'll come in, they'll tag me sometimes, the scammers and bots and shit. What even is that? Fuck you, Perez Hilton. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. That's the 8th time I said something really fucking weird and then immediately started talking about the weather after. Yeah, nice weather today. Sniff that your own risk. God damn. You guys are on one today. Appreciate it. I'm very low energy. I gotta go eat. Well, again, I'm heading out of here after the smoke, so get your questions, comments, and insults in. Perez Hilton, he had a fucking mental breakdown on live. He cut himself all up and he's covered in his own fucking own blood. Oh, on TikTok Live, they kept that up the whole fucking time too, man. I can't even fucking look at the camera wrong. I'm getting a fucking restriction or violation. This motherfucker's cutting himself up like a goddamn cheese grater. A fucking cheese grater. And he got it for 45 minutes. It's like that Doug guy, he's in jail for it right now, which he deserves. But like that Doug guy, he fucking whipped it out on live and started fucking cranking it. For fucking like half an hour. God damn, man. Pulling a marathon here. Literally pulling a marathon. April in the Keys with the Heart My Earthling. Yeah, he's fucking doing this thing half an hour. They kept that up. He did go to jail for that, which I fucking love. You know what I mean? Because there's not a lot of accountability when it comes to social media creators. Kind of get away with whatever, you know what I mean? But the county sheriff, if I'm correct, these are the county of the state, fucking locked him up for it. Fucking kids could be on this app. What's up, Colt? I'm proud to say I have a 0% demographic under the age of 18. I have a very limited demographic from 18 to 25. My main demographic is 25 to 45. Always has been. Fucking like an even split. It's always like 49 to 51% or 50-50 men and women. And my main demographic is 25 to 45. I have like a 10% over 45. I have like a 5%, I think, under 25, which is good. I'm not trying to corrupt y'all's fucking kids. Man, paying rent's tough. Oh, I guess not do it? Hell yeah. I'm not trying to do that to you young ones. That's a bell train. I'm moving quick. Lumpy Blankets, what's up, homie? Oh, hell yeah, Star Belly. What's up, Colt? 10%er. I don't know about the live streams, to be honest with you. Maybe the live stream has a different demographic. I gotta check the analytics. I don't even know how. To be honest with you, I know how to check the videos. It's easy. It's down the bottom right in the video. Analytics. And I'm a nerd, so I'm always checking that shit. I'm a nerdy boy. Nerdy Troy. Yeah, for real, Chico-san. It was demons. I can't. I'm sorry. You know I'm not sorry, but I can't. You know, like Perez Hilton has a fucking mental breakdown on live, psychotic episode. You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't fake. You know, it was pretty legit. I watched the videos and ain't nothing pretty. And then immediately you got all the fucking religious folks. Oh, it was demons. Demons did it. Demons did it. What? Like what? The fuck you mean demons? You know what I mean? What the fuck is that? Demons did it. He's talking about the Bible, so clearly it was demons. Damn. I'm trying to be less of a brat about that stuff, but I can't help myself. Look them up on Twitter, Starbelly. You can get them unblurred. On here, they're all going to be blurred, you know. You can find them on Twitter. I mean, watch at your own risk. It's pretty fucked up. You know, it's not like super gory. It's just fucking unsettling. The whole thing is very unsettling to watch. You know what clips are up there. Bath demons. I don't even think it was substance. I don't think I thought it was straight psychosis. What do I know? It's speculation. Oh, it's fucking wildfire. Shit. Oh, the smoke's starting to fuck me up. I'll be out of here soon though. I get some fresh air somewhere. But the fact that I puff doesn't help. You know, mix the two together, I guess. Maybe there are no wildfires. Maybe it's just my tobacco smoke up in the air. What up, Christine Garcia? You goddamn shadow people. Oh, you're in Venice? Yeah, Venice is a buck wild place. I was always worried about Skid Row. I'm like, I don't know, I'm more comfortable with Skid Row than Venice. You know? So that's something when I first went to LA, I went to Skid Row, I went to Venice, I went to Santa Monica. I think that's really it, you know? And it was such a gross misrepresentation of what LA is. Like going to Southern Bay this time, and you know, South Central. I got to see like people that are from California. Yo, what up, Kodo? I got to see what, you know, people from LA, how they're all super fucking friendly. You know what I mean? I was hanging out with, you know, people that had tens of millions of dollar houses. And they were just like, hey, what's up? What are you doing? Hey, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, hey, have a good trip. You know, they're just super fucking nice. And then you get like up by Long Beach. The Long Beach culture is amazing. They're super fucking friendly as well. But you start to get into the touristy parts. You know what I mean? And then you got the implant. So it's people that aren't from LA that have a preconceived notion of what Los Angeles is. And they show up and they're just fucking douche nozzles. You know, just pretentious assholes. But the people actually from there are cool as fuck. Yeah, the LA natives are fucking great. Super fucking cool. Anyone's plugging their social media everywhere you go. More of the touristy parts, but in general, everyone's trying to promote their social media stuff. You know, so they're talking to me like, you gotta give me a follow, man. I do Uber content or whatever it might be. Oh yeah, I'll check you out, man. I'll check you out. Hey man, you got a great voice. You should do social media. You got a cool story. Yeah. Maybe someday I'll think about it. Also, like you guys see me do something on here that I enjoy, but don't do it in real life, right? Let's talk about this real quick. I was thinking about this the other day and I haven't brought it up. Nothing major, you know, it's kind of a nothing burger situation. But when people come in and they're like, do this, you know, I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that for this reason, that reason, and this reason, and that reason. It's a way for me to explain to you guys why I do or don't do certain things, and you know, it might be a clapback thrown in, talk a little bit of shit. But in real life, don't do that. If someone wants to give you unsolicited advice, you should do this. Don't explain yourself at all. Don't do it. You know, because now you're in a negotiation for you. You know, for what you're doing, and they really don't have any stake in it. You know, so don't do that. Just say, oh yeah, thanks for the advice. I'll think about it. That's it. I'll think about it. It shuts the whole conversation down. You don't need to go there and explain yourself. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to negotiate about what you're doing, you know, or put more information out there than you're willing to do, especially like in a work setting or a family gathering or whatever you're doing. don't explain yourself like I do. I don't do that in real life. I only do it on here because, like I said, it's a way for me to explain to you guys why I do it, don't do stuff, or they like talking shit, clap back at someone that's entitled, something like that. But in real life, and I highly encourage you guys to do this too. If you find a motherfucker that's going to give you unsolicited advice, even on a regular basis or just once, say, okay, I'll think about it, and then move on. And it shuts everything down right there. Yeah, no, it's a great way to get away, get around. Those people that fucking just love to tell other people what to do and how to live their life, and they know best for everybody, and all that. A way to get out of that real fucking quick is, I'll think about it. Yeah, I'll take that in consideration. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I like that, Jay. Yeah, I'll do that for sure. So what I'm gonna do over here is completely ignore the advice. But I'll take it from contrarian. I like to play devil's advocate. I'm an inquirer. I'm a cross-examiner. You can take a stance that I agree with, but I want to know why you believe in it. I want to know if maybe we're both off base. Let's get into this. I'll take the opposite side just to have a civil conversation, civil debate about it. It's really annoying to know me, past the surface level, because I'll always take the opposite side of what you think, what you stand for. But some people are contrarians just because they just want to argue. They just want to fucking, they're just looking for a reason to get in an argument with somebody. Don't fall for that shit either. Those kind of people you want to call out point blank. Like, are you trying to be constructive here, or are we just saying stuff to say stuff? Because if it's not constructive, I don't need it right now. It's not helping the situation. They can't always agree to their advice. True. Dirty wearing t-shirts. I sold my shirt one time. I'll never do it again. That was unsolicited as well. I just told the whole story about that. But, I don't know. I guess anyone buying a hobo shirt's gonna be kind of weird. Good old silent thumbs up. Let's go one. Hey, you should do this. So the other day, there's not much I do on here that I wouldn't do in real life, but some stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna. If someone comes up talking shit to me, I'm not even gonna engage with it on here. I'm like, pop off and have fun fucking talking shit. Or like when people come, I'm not doing that because usually people have no idea how to fucking do this at all. Well, I watched a creator and he does something similar, so I'm like, all right. What was he trying to sell you in that moment? Other people tell me what gear and equipment to use. It's like, oh yeah, how long have you been hopping trains and hitchhiking for? Oh, I've never done it. But honestly, I've been offered tens and tens of thousands of dollars, if not $100,000 at this point, to take people out here and teach them how to hop trains. I always say no pursuit of fame, no pursuit of wealth, but also like I'm not gonna pimp out this lifestyle like that anyway. But I've had people get genuinely mad at me because I don't want to take their money to go teach them how to hop trains. Holding that thumb with the wrong angle. Natalie, what's up, homie? Oh, there you go, Starbelly. Yeah, I am curious what my life looks like after I'm done traveling, if ever done traveling. But I could never work a job again where I'm working for someone I don't respect. You know what I mean? Like those company hires that are just there they're basically an extension of the company, just trying to fuck everyone over for their own gain. Or someone that's unqualified, or a nepotism hire or something like that. I don't think I could ever work for someone like that ever again. I'm getting frustrated just thinking about it. You're getting pissed off just thinking about it. It doesn't even exist. So I do wonder on occasion what this all is going to look like when I'm done. What the fuck do I put on my resume? I was a professional bum on the internet for X amount of years. Of course, I can package that in a very fucking marketable way. While I was the sole proprietor of my own business, as I traveled the country and backpacked around the U.S., being a photographer, videographer, using skills I've learned throughout my life to apply that to my own business. You know what I mean? You can fucking ham that up quick. Make it sound good. But imagine if we could be honest on our applications and resumes. That'd be cool as fuck. Why is there a gap in your work history? I was having a bad fucking year. Yeah. Hey, what'd you do for the last 5 years? I was a fucking bum on the internet. Uh, yeah, I don't know how this all plays out. I have no idea at all, But now that I've found photography and videography, it's always gonna have a play. Always gonna be a part. Excuse me, what? I gotta get some goddamn food, guys. I haven't eaten hardly anything. It's not. I know a lot of people do that manipulation shit on here. I have money for food. I went to get food last night, and I ended up talking to locals instead and been around taking photos and videos. And by the time I was like, oh shit, I need to eat, everything was closed. So I only had a protein shake, a banana, and some trail mix yesterday. So my brain's like, yo, fucking feed me. So I'm gonna hop off here and go on get. Oh, thank you, Paul King. Yeah, it's called the Love Sense. So you guys can download an app and actually turn up the vibrations if you want. You gotta pay $1 per notch. What's up, Blue Oranges? Welcome in, homie. Yeah, I couldn't tolerate the norms of society. 6-pack today, maybe. I don't know. I got a couple beers yesterday at VFW. I was chatting with some locals. But I gotta get this goddamn butt plug out. Vibrating too much. So when I have the computer on, you got the fan going in the background. It's actually a plug. Paul, it's sold out, Paul. We had 6. I just jammed them all up there. What's the plan for today? I'll be around town, get some more photos, maybe check out the festival going on in town. I walked by it yesterday real quick before the locals started grabbing me up and chatting with me and shit, but it just seemed like vendors and the fucking food truck, Stumptown? Why Stumptown? Interesting. Stumptown. I gotta fucking hit the graffiti wall with all the train tags on it too. No, Paul, we're just waiting for you to stop. Now I'm gonna block you. Bye. Oh, I love that. Homie was spamming the chat and just let him go. Interact with it a little bit, casual way. And then as soon as he gets comfortable, then block him. Nothing is sweeter. Pissing off trolls, fucking art form. With a main line. Oh, Stumptown because of the lumber out here. Okay. Yeah, they shut most of the logging down out here for the most part. A lot of the locals contribute that to the wildfires going on. Less access roads because there's no lumber mills up there anymore, and less forest management because they're not logging. But it's a hard sell. I was talking to some forestry folks out in Louisiana a couple of years back, and they were telling me that because the forestry and the arborists in America, it's like a renewable resource now. The way they work it out, grow here, then grow here, then grow here, harvest here, grow there. You know what I mean? They got it all figured out. So America actually produces twice as much lumber than we're ever going to use or export. So it's a hard sell to be like, oh, we should get the logging going back up here in Montana because the industry's oversaturated already. What do I know? I'm just a guy with a phone. Never accuse myself of being a smart man. Oh yeah, make sure you guys check out Abby the Spoon Lady. Abby is always fucking on live, by the way, on TikTok here. It's a set schedule Monday through Thursday, 10 p.m. Central. Abby will go into old literature and read old books and stuff. It's really fucking interesting. It's a good way for me to wind down at the end of the day, for sure. But then randomly, a little pocket, she'll jump up and go live throughout the day to say hi real quick and shit and talk about stuff. Abby has a GoFundMe going on right now. With there's a tree looming over a house, a dead tree that's gonna fall at any moment. And she has a free PDF for like a free book, how to play the spoons in the Linktree, and then but also you can set up Zoom meetings. Like you do a Zoom call with Abby, and she'll show you how to play spoons, like a class. There'll be a bunch of people in there, and like a Zoom class. When there's no Zoom is, it's an app you can get on your phone or on your computer. And, Abby will teach you how to play the spoons in real time. So anyone trying to figure out how to start, how to get into it, what kind of spoons to get, what angle to bend them at, all that shit. Make sure you check Abby out, or just watch her live and say hello. I think that's what a lot of creators and you guys as viewers kind of forget too. Just being in the live, period, is support. Commenting is more, more support. Liking, sharing, reposting, it's all free, and it also is support. It all helps the channel, it helps the creator. You don't have to throw bucks in. But even just being in the live, you're increasing average watch time, helping the creator out. No problem, homie. I forgot about that fucking tree until I saw you live flash. Listen to this shit, dude. Abby had some shit going on, and whatever. It's not my story to tell, but like Abby has this fucking tree hanging over her house, and she talks about it on live like one day, maybe two, and then all this other shit happens with Abby, and it's been a bad fucking summer for Abby. I'm sorry you're going through everything, homie. And then all of a sudden she talked about the tree again. I'm like, I thought that was sorted out already. You know what I mean? But other things just got more important. And it's that fucking gotta go through shit, gotta deal with shit. And the tree's still fucking there. It's just fucking looming. Chickasaw with the rhythm bot. What's up, Tone? How you living, man? I need to get the fuck out of here, guys. I'm starving. Yo, Mustang. What's up, homie? Good to see you. The manifesting. The badass good. The Memphis and the BNSF. Yeah, hell yeah, man. I don't know what that word means. To be honest with you, I can't say it on here either. I'll get in trouble. Insurance hates you, right? Hell yeah. Blim Dumper. I know it's BLM. I'm gonna call you Blim. I don't respect you. Sweet V Lee with the heartbeat. Thank you, homie. Make sure you send any donations for Steph and Clover. Send to Abby the Spoon Lady. Manifesting your tree, get taken care of. Hell yeah. You want to move to Montana? I'm a Bostonian, so I'm not a representation or representative of or for Montana in any regard. So you gotta talk to Montana folks, homie. You know what I mean? But if you want to move to Boston, we could use you. Our food sucks in Boston. We got great seafood, but we're allergic to seasoning out there, dude. You're getting the melanin deficient tacos out there, bro. No salsa verde. That's too spicy. Is that cheese on that motherfucking taco, bro? Why is there cheese on that motherfucking taco? Made by melanin deficient folks for melanin deficient folks. So if you wanted to get to Boston and teach people how to fucking eat seasoning, that'd be awesome. So there's that. Yeah, I was right. Sweet V Lee, I'm good, homie. I'm good. Enjoy your burger. We'll do Spark. We'll do. Get rid of this Reddit troll real quick. See you in the next burn. I don't know. I don't keep up with Steph and Clover at all. I will say the whole Steph thing is the first time I ever had to go at someone's community and not the creator. I don't have any problems with Steph. I enjoyed working with her for a couple of years, but her diehards is fucking intolerable. The obsessed folks over there are just fucking unbearable, insufferable. So I found myself for a good couple of weeks just talking shit about eating that dog Ozzy just to get them all the fuck out of here, and it worked. It fucking worked. So mission accomplished. Honestly, when I started running that bit, I'm sitting there pretending I'm cooking up steak and pretending it's fucking Aussie meat. Talking about shoving his head into a fucking meat grinder and shit. I'm like, dude, we're about to lose thousands of followers here. You know what I mean? Fuck, I can't deal with this anymore. Fuck them. You know what I mean? I'll fucking burn this platform down before I make it unbearable for myself to want to go live. But I gained a bunch of followers. You know? So whoever remains, you're just as crazy as I am, and I appreciate you for that. But yeah, I did think fucking talk about eating a dog on TikTok live, especially for like a very like well-liked creator on here. I was like, I'm gonna get some shit for this one. I got like 2 messages. Hey, I don't think it's cool that you talk about eating dogs. Yeah, that's it. You know, 2 grandmas hit me up, pissed off this about eating imaginary dogs and shit. Where you from? My mother's box. Any more questions? Sweet VV with the repost. Thank you. Oh, I'm caught up in the car. I gotta get the fuck out of here, dude. I gotta get some food in my life. Go see a man about a burger. Anyone from or familiar with Whitefish? Wish I get lunch. Wish I grab some lunch yet. Oh, it's only noon. That's not bad. Yeah, I saw the Clover seizure thing. A few people turned me on to that. I don't really know all the fine details, you know. The only shitty thing I saw in that situation was like keeping the live going and keeping the lights on. Like when you first, all I did was just Google, is it okay for, do dogs normally have seizures or whatever, you know? And it was like, yeah, if they just have one, there's no cause for concern. And, you know, you just, keep that area quiet, keep it dark. And, like don't have too much lights on and shit like that. So they keep a live stream going and keep talking to the phone. That's pretty shitty. But I don't think it's quite a cancelable offense. Again, I fucking half know anything going on over there. I got my own shit going on. I got this crazy thing I'm doing out here, fucking traveling and taking photos and videos. Local diner. Yeah, I need a name of a place though. I don't know what to tell you. I'll probably just walk until I find the first place that sells a burger. Go get a fucking burger. There's a art fest, the Huckleberry Fest. It's right down the road too. It's only like a mile away. Maybe I can see if they got food. I'll definitely have food trucks there. Clover sitting in the car is too much for Clover. I don't know about a dog sitting in the car being too much for her. But I also don't fucking care. I don't. I don't know. I think I'm at the apathetic stage in my social media career. I was like, I don't fucking care what other people are doing. I don't know. But the thing is that sucks too is you can't even go to like you can't go to like Steph's Snark page and find out information, like things that try to be hid or misspoke or whatever, because like those people are fucking just as obsessed with Steph as her obsessed. And I know they lie. I know they take things out of context. Because they've done it to me. So I know they take things out of context. I know they bullshit, just make stuff up, or try to twist the narrative. You know what I mean? Like that whole page was started by social media travelers that failed. So they just fucking give Steph shit. But like one of the people that started it tried to frame me as a P3 because they don't like something I said. Let me say that again. One of the people that run that page, the person that started it, not only do they encourage people to go real life with me and then say, oh, no, we won't go real life, but they encourage people to do it with me and follow me around, take photos and videos and shit, like a fucking stalker. Beyond that, the person that runs it didn't like something I said, so they try to frame me as a P3. You know how dangerous that is? You know what I mean? Dude, if anyone one person in the whole country, in the whole world believes that, they see me on the side of the road hitchhiking, I stand a solid risk of being injured. Fucking horrifying. I don't like what that guy said. I'm going to try to get him unalived. So obviously I don't trust those folks over there to get information from. And then like, any, and same here too, I'm sure, like any fan base of a community, of a creator, like the creator can do no wrong, so you can't look at the fan base because they're going to fucking just sugarcoat everything. You can't look at the hate page because they're just fucking insane and parasocially obsessed, more than her fans are. So Lord knows whether that was actually fucking happening. I don't fucking know. And I really don't have the time, nor do I want to have the time to look into that. It sounds a whole lot like a them problem. Best of luck over there. I'm going to be over here doing cool shit and checking out the country. Camping next to fucking deer like a little fucking Disney princess. Hitchhiking, hopping trance. Fuck that dog. Arn's Barbecue. All right, I'll try to take a peek at Arn's Barbecue. I'll try to take a peek. Oh, I'm gonna check the menu for pricing first, though. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to pay $20 for a burger. 15, 18 burger fries. I'm cool with that. That's on par. 20, 25 before I go. Well, let me get the hell out of here myself. I'm gonna go get some food. You guys are fucking awesome. Thanks for watching the live. Thanks for hanging out. We saw some deer today. We talked about some fucking semi-interesting shit. But let me get some photos and videos of whitefish here. We got the sun poking through the fucking smoke finally. See what I get into today. I'll be back later, I'm sure. I'm gonna let you find folks. But yeah, I'm gonna get some food. Go check out this Huckleberry Festival. I'll probably just walk right by it. If it's just vendors, if it's only vendors and food trucks, I'm good. Yeah, I ain't trying to buy nothing. I ain't trying to buy a bracelet. You know, or a fucking photo of a bear. You know what I mean? Fucking just keep moving. But if there's anything worth putting a camera on or worth fucking talking about, I'll go check it out. You know, rice with veggies, that sounds good. There's some chicken in there for protein. I'll fucking call it a win. Yeah, but let me go and get out. You guys are awesome. Like I always have to say at the end of the lives, you guys find this shit entertaining. You know, the idea is some guy fucking traveling the U.S., put a camera on shit. You want to support my work, my channel, myself, whatever the fuck, donation links are in the bio. I did just release only like 5 photos open Patreon, but you haven't checked my page. It's for free, for $0. I got all my photos archived on Patreon, different posts and stuff. If you want to see those for free, if you haven't checked it out before, you can see all these photos I'm working on for months. It's like my favorite photos that I take, I put up there, you know. Because if I post them on here, you know, the chances are not anyone's going to see them and whatever. So if you really like the photography, check out Patreon. If you really like the poetic style of documentary making, check out the videos on here. If you like longer form exposition style of documentaries, check out my Red Play Button app. If you really like my shit and you want to get a cheap shirt, merch is in the bio as well. My fucking merch supplier does amazing fucking work. I love working with it. And she hit me up yesterday about working on something else. I gotta hit her back up. Thanks for reminding me. Yes, I am up for adoption, but before you adopt me, keep in mind, I'm a reactive dog. I like to bark, and I'm not potty trained. So, you know, it's a lot of newspaper. Big old boy like me, you know, I always brag about having a giant bladder. A lot of newspaper. Yeah, I'll be back later, I'm sure. Kind of killing time till tomorrow anyway. You know, I get paid from TikTok tomorrow, so I'm going to grab a whole bunch of water, food, tobacco, and then I'll try to bag a train tomorrow. Maybe tonight. I know they come by pretty early in the morning. I want to get this next part of the ride during the daytime, but where I got to get on the train is just like it's very out in the open, very, very visible. So it might be smarter just to grab one at night. And I would try to just work it out, and maybe backtrack and grab a train out of fucking Idaho back here, but I'm trying to get fucking back to Boston, so I can't fuck around too much. You know, I'm getting some good miles too, and I'm proud of that. Nice to know I still got it. Oh, hell yeah. Hal's one of my favorite creators. I like when she tried to call me a P3 last year. I love that when a creator tries to label me as a P3 because they're upset with me. You know, try to ruin my life and put me in danger. What other fucking really funny accusations did Hal make? Dumpster Pixie there. I like the time that she said I harmed her animals. I was body slamming her dogs. That was a fun one. How much whimsy. That's fucking beautiful. Other time she tried to dox my phone number on here. She got some pretty gnarly texts that never even said they were me, by the way. So she assumed it was me and then put my number on the live stream trying to dox me while I was live. And my phones weren't ringing, but we searched the number. You just put the number in the Google search, and it came up as like some escort in New York City. At the time she doxed that elderly lady that's a creator on here. They were just doing nothing but restreaming her, and she just doxed her address and her full name. It was her intro for the live stream. So yeah, she's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like that's hilarious, putting elderly people in jeopardy because they're showing your stream on TikTok. Yeah, the character for sure. Yeah, oh my god, yes, it's so awesome, Jellybean. You know what I mean? Like putting people in danger and trying to ruin people's lives because they pissed you off. it's just so funny. It's just so funny. But I hope you realize I'm kidding. That's horrible behavior. You know? It's alarming behavior. You know. So many people say I should have slept with her. Like, one, I have standards. Two, imagine if we did and then we parted ways. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like she'd show up and threaten to hit me with her car. Like, she'd show up to where I was at to say I was stalking her and threaten to hit me with a car or something. Oh, she did that last winter. She drove 6 hours out of her way to come where I was at. Be like, look, anywhere, man, stalking me. What? Oh, my favorite one too is when whenever I would address the allegation she was making about me, she would threaten to unalive herself, right? So then her community comes over here and they're like, if anything happens, it's your fault. I'm like, I'm not responsible for anyone's mental health. And if you have a creator that you're watching that talks about unaliving themselves all the time, you should really encourage them to call 988, the mental health hotline. And then she stopped doing that. So, like, weaponizing deleting yourself from the search history of your life, that's a good one. Yeah. I highly recommend following that creator. Carlos, yeah, what's up? Right, you get a fucking itch you'll never be able to scratch. That's one thing about this app, though. Like, you could really be a horrible fucking human being and still have a platform. You know, it's not gonna be fun for you. You know what I mean? That's one thing I do like about it. Like, it's not gonna be a good time. You know, no matter what. You know, once the awareness people start fucking coming in on you, and you got multiple Reddit pages and getting called out left and right, like, and your chat is constantly people fucking calling you out for shit. It's not a good time. You know, I get to sit here and have a blast, and I have for 5 years. You know, we sit here, shoot the shit. You know, we got an occasional fucking random troll or someone who really doesn't like me. Like, we've had the same person coming in here over a year on probably about 50 different accounts just saying jobless and debt to society. That's all they say. And I try to explain to them what debt to society means. Like, debt to society is something you pay when you go to jail. You have a debt to society. Yeah, you're using that word wrong. It doesn't matter. You know? That's the most hate I get. You know? I have 2 Reddit pages, and both of them no one's posted in like over a year. You know, I can't even keep the haters mad enough, unfortunately. But I'd rather come on here and have a blast and have a good time than fucking come on here and be angry and pissed off. People are fucking with me all the time and calling me out for shit. So I don't know. I'm really proud of what we built here. And I gotta say we because, like, I didn't hit the follow button. You guys did. But with all that, I get the fuck out of here. I'm fucking starving. Grab some food. Been saying goodbye for an hour and a half. So I appreciate y'all for hanging out. You guys are great. I'll be back later today for sure. You know, I'm gonna get done doing everything I want to do today. Let's get food, check out some more shit in town, get some more B-roll, maybe chase a story if I can get something worth talking about. You know, it's beautiful out here, but, like, you know, like the subject-wise, it's like, okay, it's just B-roll and beautiful shots is really all I'm gonna get here. Maybe a quick voiceover and narration kind of thing, unless I bump into something really, really fucking interesting or something's happening or whatever. So let me go do all that. You guys are awesome. Go eat. I'm fucking starving. You guys are great. I'll see y'all later.